In this video, we set out to explore a humble yet iconic dish, Korean traditional kalguksu, but not just anywhere. We're visiting a place that's earned the highest reputation in town, where every bowl tells a story and every slurp carries tradition. This family-owned restaurant is tucked inside a centuries-old building, and for many who dine here, it brings back a flood of memories. Kalguksu is a dish that depends on the handmade touch, and in this kitchen, most of the work is still done by hand, with just a little help from modern tools. The moment you walk in, you can feel the care and dedication the owner puts into every single batch of noodles. Tucked away on a quiet street, this restaurant has become a local landmark, not because it's flashy, but because it's consistent. Here, everything is meticulously sliced, crafted to evoke a sense of nostalgia for everyone who walks through the door. The flavors haven't changed in decades. It's the kind of place where lunchtime feels like a family reunion, and regulars don't need menus. They already know exactly what they came for. In a fast-changing world, this is one of those rare places where time seems to pause, just long enough for one comforting bowl. Kalguksu is a very significant broth to the Koreans because it is essential in many family gatherings. This isn't just food, it's familiarity, it's home. It's something people come back for again and again. And behind it all stands a quiet force, guiding every pot and perfecting every plate. Meet the couple behind this ingenious delicacy. Ask anyone around where to find the best kalguksu in town, and chances are, they'll point you to Baek Jong Woo Kalguksu. So I came here to see if the rumors are true.
In this episode, we're in Jeongja, Seongnam, exploring a tucked-away restaurant known as Baek Jong Woo Kalguksu. Nestled in the narrow back streets, this place has built a quiet reputation for serving iconic bowls of traditional Korean noodles. It's simple, honest food, done exceptionally well.
Kalguksu is believed to have originated during the Goryeo dynasty from 918 to 1392, a time when wheat was precious and mostly reserved for the wealthy or used in ceremonial food. Ordinary people ate rice or millet, so wheat-based noodles like kalguksu were often a luxury. Now, kalguksu is enjoyed in restaurants that carry that same historical resilience, serving a dish once reserved for the privileged, now made with heart and tradition for everyone. At this restaurant, customer satisfaction isn't just a promise. It's the foundation of every dish. Each ingredient is carefully chosen to reflect the rich, authentic flavors of traditional Korean cuisine. The process begins by adding a spoonful of secret seasoned garlic, a few slices of Irish potato, 2 handfuls of seashells, and 2 scoops of already made soup. The pot must be full to accommodate the tons of ingredients to be added. This base is then delivered to the gas table, where it will simmer for the next 5 to 6 minutes. Meanwhile, she prepares the fresh vegetables, thin slices of zucchini, fresh-cut onions, scallions, and a scoop of mussels, all carefully arranged for visual harmony. Then come the stars of the dish, 2 baby octopus, shrimp, sea squirts, and a few vibrant carrot slices. To finish it off, she adds uniquely green Korean meat dumplings, kimchi dumplings, and finally, homemade noodles. The result is a pot brimming with nutrient-rich, oil-free ingredients, the kind of food that kept Korean ancestors strong and healthy for generations. Beyond its comforting taste, kalguksu holds a special place in the lives of many Koreans. It's a dish that nourishes both body and soul, made with fresh, oil-free ingredients like vegetables. It's light yet filling, perfect for any age. The warmth of the broth is known to soothe during cold seasons or tough days, making it a popular choice when people seek comfort or recovery. After placing your order, it doesn't take long for the food to arrive. And once again, technology plays a quiet but clever role. This is Korea, a tech-driven country, so it's no surprise that even in the most unexpected places, you'll find a robot lending a hand. Here, that means your piping hot bowl of kalguksu might just be delivered by a robot, gliding through the restaurant with precision, blending efficiency with a touch of futuristic charm. Human help is still very much needed, which honestly gives me a bit of comfort. After the robot glides over with the tray, the main dish is still hand-delivered. Why? Because kalguksu isn't just slapped together. It needs precision. There's a set cooking time and the bowl is packed with ingredients that need attention.
Wow, this food is very massive. We got tons of ingredients here. You're also given kimchi. another non-spicy kimchi, and definitely the fully packed kalguksu plate here. It's packed with tons of ingredients, like sea squirt and a variety of other seafood. But the star of the show is definitely the kalguksu noodles. Everything is served in organized categories. You even get brown rice and bean sprouts on the side.
The waiters in this restaurant are incredibly kind and go the extra mile to provide that traditional warmth you'd expect from an old-school Korean eatery. They help you prepare the dish right at your table and constantly check in to make sure everything is just the way it should be.
Unlike in other restaurants, this is my first time seeing green mandu. Of course, they have the usual spicy kimchi mandu, but that green one really blew my mind. I mean, this whole...
The lady helps explain the food, adjust the heat under your pot, which makes the whole experience feel deeply personal, almost like dining in someone's home.
We've got to wait about 5 to 10 minutes for everything to cook properly. During this time, the noodles soften, the ingredients blend into the broth, and the dish reaches the right balance of flavor and temperature. It's a short wait, but an important step.
As we wait for the broth to simmer, let's make some bibimbap. It's freely provided by the restaurant. Since the ingredients are already laid out, we just add a bit of bibimbap kimchi, just a small scoop, not too much, followed by a few bean sprouts. No need to overdo it, since we only have a small portion of rice. Then we add some gochujang, made from fermented Korean red chili paste. Next, a drizzle of sesame oil. Bibimbap isn't something you rush into. You've got to give it a good mix, so that spicy sweet gochujang coats every grain of rice before that first bite.
Bibimbap is one of those dishes that feels like a warm hug in a bowl, simple, nourishing, and deeply comforting. It has a perfectly balanced mix of savory, spicy, nutty, and slightly tangy flavors, all wrapped in warm, hearty comfort.
As you open the lid, a steam slowly swirls into the air, gentle, inviting, and almost meditative. It's one of those moments where you pause, not just because you're hungry, but because something about the scene draws you in. At this moment, the broth simmers softly, setting up warm, delicate scents that are far from overpowering. There's no sharpness, no pungency, just a subtle, savory aroma that speaks of time, patience, and tradition. The kalguksu noodles are now soft and slightly chewy. Everything feels balanced, comforting, familiar, even if it's your first time. As the kalguksu simmers, the chef begins plating another dish, bossam, a Korean classic, tender boiled pork belly served with kimchi, samjang, and fresh greens for wrapping. He begins by adding a well-rolled kimchi onto a plate already decorated with other vegetables, and the bossam slices are cut in nearly identical sizes. I can't quite explain why, but I guess it speaks to the chef's precision. After years of doing this, he doesn't need rulers, just instinct and experience. Once sliced, the meat is moved to a plate where other ingredients are already waiting. And of course, kimchi is never left out. Actually, bossam is optional, but you can definitely order it alongside the kalguksu.
Since the Korean dumplings get ready first, I want to start with the one that caught my eye, the green dumpling. The chef said it's filled with pork, and I'm just really curious to see how it tastes. Let me try it. It's too hot. It's juicy and savory, with a comforting, garlicky depth. When you take a bite between spoonfuls, something magical happens. Just one more bite. The dumpling's rich, meaty flavor soaks up the light, milky anchovy broth, adding this subtle umami fusion that just melts together.
Now that 20 minutes have elapsed, it's time to try our kalguksu. Everything must have shimmered enough. There are tons of ingredients packed in, so we're gonna try each and see how it feels.
For as long as I can remember, my friends have warned me about eating sea squirts straight from the hot pot. They say the broth trapped inside bursts on the first bite and can scorch your entire mouth. I'm still not sure if I should try them. But you know what? Let's add them anyway. The noodles give off that rich, savory aroma as you scoop them. I need some seafood too. My bowl's full. Let's dive in.
The first bite of kalguksu hits with warmth and depth. The handmade noodles are soft yet chewy, soaking up every bit of the savory broth. It's mild yet layered, comforting, with a richness that gently lingers. The seashells add a subtle brininess, the garlic whispers through the steam, and the fresh vegetables round it out with balance. And then, something stirs. As the warmth settles in, it feels like your soul has been quietly awakened, nourished, centered, and at peace. A bowl like this doesn't just satisfy hunger, it reaches deeper. This taste could make you speak in tongues, and it's one of the reasons so many people are crazy about Korean food. It's something I've been missing all this time, until now. I couldn't help but ask the head chef, who also happens to be the owner, what really sets her dish apart.
What makes your kalguksu unique?
우리 칼국수가 특별한 이유는 국물의 깊은 맛과 재료의 진정성에 있습니다. 깔끔하고 깊이 있는 풍미를 내기 위해 보통 몇 시간씩 정성스럽게 끓여냅니다. 두 번째로 저희 면은 전통 방식으로 매일 반죽하고 숙성시켜 직접 손으로 만들어 쫄깃하고 탄력 있는 식감을 자랑합니다. 모든 재료는 인공 첨가물이나 편법 없이 신선하게 준비되며 기술, 시간, 전통의 조화가 바로 저희 칼국수를 특별하게 만드는 요소입니다.
Can you talk a bit about the broth? What ingredients do you use?
국물은 이 요리의 핵심입니다. 멸치, 다시마, 물을 기본으로 천천히 끓여 깔끔하고 감칠맛 나는 국물을 만듭니다. 계절에 따라 바지락이나 멍게 같은 신선한 해산물을 추가해 맛을 더 깊게 합니다. 인공 조미료는 전혀 사용하지 않고 오직 시간과 불, 그리고 좋은 재료만으로 조화롭고 몸에 좋은 국물을 만들어냅니다.
There's a special kind of comfort in food that feels like home, even when you're far away. At Baek Jong Woo Kalguksu, every bite felt like a quiet embrace, a reminder that the most meaningful connections often begin with something warm and simple. You can taste the years of tradition in the broth, the care in every handmade noodle, and the heart in every detail. If you've ever longed to experience the soul of Korea, this is a beautiful place to start. If you ever find yourself in Seongnam, South Korea, try to hunt down Baek Jong Woo Kalguksu. It's an experience worth trying. That's it for this week's episode, and if you've watched this far, we truly appreciate you. We also want to apologize for the audio today. We lost all our sound during the shoot. If there's a dish you'd like us to try, please drop it in the comments below. And hey, skipping the subscribe, like, or share button might just mean missing our next food adventure. Until next time, have a wonderful week.